We like to make hitting drills effective. We also like to make them fun and make them practical. Again, we emphasize the release of the pitch, tracking the ball, keeping your head down. And we want to make these things game-like, but fun drills are nice. Hitters need a variety. The same type of drills all the time get kind of old, and then they're not game-like when the hitter does that. They're bored. So we introduce a variety of methods of tracking the ball and working on the visual skills of hitting. One of the things we like to use is what I call a disc shooter. It's manufactured under various names, just a soft, round, donut type, very soft, foamy type disc. And from a close distance, we can shoot this, and the player has to see it come out of the gun. That's like the release point. They've got to track it, and then they've got to keep their head down as they try to hit it. Quite a challenge, but a lot of fun. So let's see how well our hitters can do with that. Type balls, light flight. We can use tennis balls. We can use wiffle balls. We can use what we call porcupine balls that you'll see in some drills. Shoot. That's a really good drill. I like that thing. What about you, cameraman? How you doing, huh? Could you hit it? What do you think? Type of foam balls, so a variety of balls, shapes, colors, types, all of that kind of thing can be done from front toss. But we create something very game-like in this, in that we can get the same velocity and also some of the same kind of movement when we do this. Got to keep in mind safety, of course. If you're up there 25 feet or so away from the hitter, you got to be pretty careful. So make sure you get a screen up there in most of the cases, unless you're throwing some type of object that's not going to hurt you if it did hit you. So, but be making sure that you keep safety as a primary consideration. The other thing you want to emphasize is make sure the hitter has a game-like approach. We've repeated that many times. We want to keep emphasizing that. The hitter's got to take this very seriously. If they're just calling the location of the pitch, they've got to go through everything just like they would in a game as far as the actions of a hitter. The approach to the plate, we would even alter the time between pitches if we took the time to do that sometimes. They've got to have the same attitude as the hitter in the game. They've got to take the stride. If they take the stride, pick up the foot, do the same kind of things with their hands and bat action. So make these front toss drills very game-like. One of the benefits of these is we can simulate pretty much what a pitcher's going to do live, other than some of the movement sometimes, which gets pretty difficult for the partner who's pitching the ball. So make these front toss drills a big part of your visual training, just because we can increase the velocity and we can use all type of objects and create all types of drills. Front toss drills should be a major part of the hitter's visual training. In this drill, we're going to turn Jesse into an umpire. We're going to have the hitter umpire and call the location of the pitch after it has crossed the plate. We also could have her call this out quickly as the ball is approaching, and we can do that some, but again, the visual gurus tell us we want to limit that and ask the hitter where was the pitch afterwards rather than trying to call it during the time the pitch is approaching. So we're going to start with the horizontal locations of the pitch, and she'll be calling in or inside or close, whatever word works best for her. So we'll go like in, middle, out, and again, using her word to describe that location. We're not trying to clone their hitter vocabulary.
Inside.
Again, you want to emphasize to do like Jessie does.
Outside.
She's working very good to make it game-like and to be real. Hitters get lazy in this drill. We want to avoid that.
Middle.
Okay, now, Jessie, we're going to change to the vertical location. We're going low, middle, up, high, whichever words you like.
High. Low. Middle.
Let's get a couple more of those.
Middle. Middle.
And again, somewhere in here we would pause and discuss with Jessie, do we think she's right? Or we would use a catcher. We could be using another partner who's back there catching the ball, but we would give her feedback and not do it quite as rapidly as I'm doing it. This time we're going to make it just like the game, Jessie, and we got the combination of the vertical and the horizontal. So low and outside, up and in, whichever words you like to use.
Inside, middle.
Okay.
Up and out. Inside in the middle.
Okay. Now, did Jessie get them all right? That's for you to decide, or whoever's there. The partner would give her some feedback. I thought some she said were middle were probably low. But again, I'm the pitcher. She's got to be agreeing basically with the umpire in some cases and deciding which pitch to hit based on the location. This gives her a chance to work at finding the correct location. somebody would be there trying to help her decide that from the view of an umpire. Good drill. Jesse did a great job with it. A variation of our hitter-umpire drill is to put Aaron at the plate and have a plate down here with different colors that you can buy commercially. This plate has green on the very inside part of the plate, then some yellow stripes, and then red. And Aaron's going to tell us which part of the plate color-wise the pitch will cross. Again, she's got to be very game-like. Players, again, have a tendency in this to get a little bit sloppy, so you got to watch that. We want to be seeing just like you would have to in a game with that same intensity and focus. We want to take a little bit of time between the pitches, not rush it too much, and give her a little time in there. We also want some feedback from a catcher or a partner or the tosser who's throwing the ball. In this situation, we're just going to let her call them and not give the feedback very often, but feedback would be an important part of these hitter-umpire drills. Okay, Aaron, here we go.
Inside yellow.
Okay, you can just call the color. You can call the location as she just did. She said the inside yellow since there's more than one yellow.
Down the middle.
All right, the color?
Red.
Red, very good. Got the red.
Outside green.
Outside green, okay? And if the catcher was back there, they would be discussing now with Kelly what they thought they saw there.
I would say that was like in the middle with the yellow.
Okay, very good. Let's get a couple more.
Outside green.
Okay, last one coming. Doing a good job.
That was inside yellow.
Inside yellow. Again, we're looking for the location. She's trying to see it as it comes, but not call it till after it's all over. Nice job, Aaron. A good way to do the hitter-umpire drill is to put some balls in front of home plate, and now Aaron's going to have to tell us which ball our pitch comes over. Going closest to her is ball number 1, then 2, number 3, then 4, then 5 is on the outside corner. So Aaron's going to be calling out a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Again, the ball could cross between them or something. She may say right in between 1 and 2. We're just trying to make sure she's focusing on the location. Here we go.
In the middle of 3 and 2.
Okay, she said it's in the middle of 2 and 3. All right.
3.
All right, very good job. We'd also have a catcher or partner here, or the tosser will help her evaluate whether she's right or wrong, giving her feedback.
I'm not sure.
Not sure, and that's going to happen sometime. And that's good that it shows up in this program with the hitter not sure quite where it was. The ball was high, and she kind of gave up on the horizontal location once she saw it was not a good pitch. We want to focus on one specific part of the hitting here, which right now is the vertical location. So we want to try to get all of them, but it's going to happen when you don't.
Over 3.
Over 3. Good job.
I'd have to say over 3 and 4.
All right, 3 and 4. That was that high pitch that she kind of gave up on a while ago. That time she did a great job focusing. Here comes the last one.
Over 1.
That was a 1. Nice job, Aaron.